Whoa.
All right, joined by Drexel head coach Amy Mallon and Keyshawn Washington to her left. We'll start with the opening statement on the game, Coach Mallon, and then open it up for some questions.
Just really proud of the start. I think we really set the tone with the first quarter, our intensity on defense. To limit a team to 39 points for the game, that was one of our goals, to set the defensive intensity. And I think the team really bought into that, and that's what we've been about all year. So for that to be the focal point for us at the start of the game was definitely made me really happy to see that. And then on the offensive end, I think we did what we do. We looked to get a good shot every possession down the floor, whether it's in transition or in the tempo of what we're doing. And Keyshawn Washington certainly showed again why she's one of the best players in this league. She did exactly what she does. We always say it's when she's doing that she's Keyshawn. I think it really is one of those things. She stepped up. She took the shots when we needed to, but her teammates also did a great job making sure she got the ball in position to score.
All right, questions?
Yeah, so 20 plus hours great show.
I think whenever I can get shots falling early, it just, keeps me going. It's a momentum builder. It gets me going, and then it gets my teammates going. So I think it just overall lifts our energy for the game.
Balanced defensive effort, blocking shots, and also creating turnovers when you were away from the basket. Balanced defensively.
I do. I think you saw we forced, points off turnovers, 20 points. I think that's a big difference maker for us, and that's something we know we consistently have control over. And I think as a whole, whether it was Tessa getting a block inside, Hannah getting a touch on the ball, and just Hendrickson, with Firm, Amar Hendrickson getting touches, and we were coming up with those loose balls. And that was something we said at the very beginning. You don't play at this time of the year and don't end up with those loose balls or the hustle plays. Those are the teams that move on, and that's something was non-negotiable going into this game, that we had to set the tone with that, and I thought we did a great job as a team doing that.
Just going off of how plays like
Could you repeat the end of that? I'm sorry.
just how plays like that really show what
You just said it. She has she does that, and always seems to do it at the right point. That's Hannah Nihill. She from the second she's played for us, her defense has been what she's all about, and she always finds a way to carry the team on that end. And I think she sets the tone, and it is as simple as she's able to pressure a guard full court for 40 minutes a game and set that tone. And it's something I think she doesn't. I mean, teams obviously recognize her for that on the all-defensive team, but it's something, the amount of things she does where she even causes turnovers she's not involved in. I know her teammates just are amazed and they in awe with her ability to do that, and she certainly did that again today. And so for me, she kind of defines that when there's a will, there's a way. She always finds a way to do it, and she does it consistently.
5 of the 6 players have played in the NCAA tournament. Testing out the opportunity. One who hasn't is tomorrow. How important, giving her that opportunity to get to mark? Where does that rank in sort of the list of priorities driving you guys?
I definitely think it's a big driving force for us. Firm hasn't played in the tournament, so we obviously want to get a win, not just for her, but for the team, for the program. And she obviously plays a big part in this, plays a big role on this team. So I think just having her makes us go up just one more level.
Her to go from harder now to some sort of, well, still playing big minutes, obviously.
She's been tremendous. You look at our stat line since she returned to the lineup. She obviously comes back from a serious injury last year. She steps in the lineup, and we lost one game by 1 point within the time frame she played. And just you look at her stats tonight: 6 assists, 0 turnovers. When she got injured last year, she was number 1 in the nation in assist turnover. So that's something we knew she's capable of, and I think she's really just come back and right where she left off. She's doing what she's doing, and she's able to make the pass. She's able to make that play. She comes in defensively and really sets a different level of intensity for us. And there's nothing that makes us happier than her being on the floor. And when she stepped on the floor, and that's when you're around this team, you see impact Mara has. I keep calling her Firm, so that's her nickname. But and to see her be part of this first game, in this tournament, I know everyone's just really smiling in the locker room, just overjoyed with the fact that she's on the floor again, and she's doing a tremendous job.
So 17 assists and 20 field goals. I looked at I have like 8 playing or something. I have a percentage of that, like, okay, we've assisted at a 7 number that you look at as kind of like this more often.
I think, I don't know if we actually put a number on it, but I think it's just something that you've seen our team play. It's something we do pretty well. And I think you can kind of, when you're not doing that, I think So I think that's one of the things we talk about, just getting a good shot. We try to keep it really simple. Like, we're going to contest and make the other team take a contested tough shot every time down the floor on the defensive end. And on the offensive end, we're going to make sure we get a good look, take care of the ball and value the possession, and whether it's in transition or it's in the half court. And I think just by the end result, which for me, when we're doing those two things, I think we're pretty successful in the end.
Great, Glenn.
Mr. Shabbat, can you talk about the experience last year on Conflict Guard?
I think one thing that makes me more comfortable is playing on our home court, which is something we've obviously done all year. Our fans were great tonight. I'm excited for them tomorrow. I'm excited for what they'll bring moving forward. But I think just from last year, we know what it's like to play in this tournament. We know that teams are going to come out for us, especially because we won. So we're just prepared for that, and we know what needs to be done.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Good.
Following out a little bit more. People under everywhere else who sees conference. And, reality is, we've had a few escapes here and there, and things like that, and that 4 or 5 game that's going on. Next, I mean, one of those teams has a score spot in your gym, and etc. So, what all you're looking at on the either or. Keep on it.
I think you said it. This season. I think anytime in the CAA, anybody can beat anybody. I think it's just the style in our conference and the strength. And I think, one thing I said to the team this year, being in the place we were in, we were going to get everybody's best shot. It didn't matter who stepped in our gym or if we were on the road, and our response to it would be where our success is, how we were able to respond to those shots. I don't think that changes. So whoever we face tomorrow, they're going to give us their best shot. Just I expect us to go right back at them and give them our best shot. And that's, to me, the toughness you need in a team that's going to be successful at this time of the year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Joined by Hofstra head coach Daniel Santos Atkinson and Jalen Hines. And Coach Atkinson, your comments on the game today, and then we'll open up for some questions.
Yeah, first, give credit to Drexel, and they played a heck of a game. They're always so steady, and they stick to their game plan, and they keep chopping away. But for us in this team, we had a group of seniors coming into this year that we were really relying on, that were committed and bought into what it is that we were doing. And throughout the year, we faced so much adversity and so many challenges. Injuries. First game of the year, we lose our starting point guard. Get a few games in, we lose our leading scorer, 6-man, third leading scorer, and from there snowballed. COVID for a month and a half, and then from that we had a team that came together, and they really bought in, and they got to work, and really continued to prepare every single day. We stuck to what it was that we were trying to do, and we trusted the process. And I just feel like this team just ran out of time. With the group that we had, that we finished the year with on the court, they just continued to work. And that's what I'm so proud of with this team is how they continue to work and show up each day. And we got off to a rough start to start the game. We turned the ball over a quick 10 times, and from that, we gave up a lot of transition buckets to the other end to Drexel. We got rattled. We finally were able to settle in going into that second half. And we were able to cut it to 9. But again, it's, you've got to continue to go. We played a lot of minutes for a lot of players, and they continued to fight, and we came up short.
Questions?
It can be tough sometimes to come back. Telling that even if in January, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about the team and the leadership on our team. The leadership on our team kept this team together. They kept us pushing. We went a week practicing with just 4 players through COVID. We played a couple games with only 7 players, 2 starters. And so the way this team stuck together and continued to fight throughout this season, we had high expectations for what we wanted to achieve. And when you feel as though you're coming short in expectations, you could quit. And I think the leadership on this team did a great job of continuing to help us fight and continuing to help us push through throughout the season. I'd love to know that extra COVID year. Is that what you're mentioning, the extra COVID year with the seniors? The seniors, is that what you mean?
Well, no, anyone who's like coming back next year.
Oh, absolutely. We've got an underclassmen crew that is really worked this year. One of the things about this year that was a positive is we had some underclassmen that did not necessarily have the roles that they ended with in the year, and so the experience that they were able to get through those injuries is only going to make us better in these upcoming seasons. The experience is hands-on experience thrown into that fire. You get it in practice every day, but that hands-on experience is going to make us better.
As a member of the group, what do you think of the organization?
Can you speak up? I'm sorry.
Just when you, like, as a part of it, and obviously both of you can answer, you think about the legacy of your
Legacy.
senior group.
Of course, it wasn't the outcome that we wanted to have, but again, we fought through a lot of adversity. We stayed together. We always had each other back, and throughout it all, we built a sisterhood. So even beyond basketball, we know that we'll still be connected, and we're still family at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think this senior crew started something when we got here. Now going into our 3rd year, we wanted to lay a foundation, and we wanted to continue to work towards what we want to see Hofstra looking like, and we want to continue to build a championship program, being excellent in all areas on and off the floor. And this senior crew started that for us. They started that for us, and we've laid a great foundation. We have formed a culture, as she mentioned, with the sisterhood, that anybody coming in now after these seniors is going to be ready. They'll be ready to fall in line and continue that legacy that these seniors are leaving.
Anything else?
League's gonna look a little different.
Absolutely.
You guys got a late student for
Yes.
maybe a few others shorten your travel.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the new league's going to look like this upcoming year. We've added some really good teams, and it only makes us better as a conference. I always say, and I tell people all the time, you want to be playing with the best and against the best. And I think the additions to the conference are only going to enhance the CAA and continue to make us stronger and better.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Thanks, Cheryl.
Thank you.